Hello again, this is Alpha Balde, and in this video here I would like to discuss the concept of trend analysis. I will share with you the basic knowledge that you need to have in order to be very good at trend analysis. I am only going to cover the very basic here, and then in the next videos I will share some amazing secrets on how to instantly spot the trend in the market and also instantly know at a glance whether you should be looking for an opportunity to buy or sell. Okay, all right. Let's go through trend analysis here. Okay, now what we are going to do in this video is to learn to see things with new eyes. All right, the real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to show you a different way of looking at the market. So if you are new, or maybe even if you are a little bit experienced in trading, you may or may not have come across this way of looking at price action. But bear with me, by the end of this video and by the end of this course, you will be an expert at trend analysis. So here right now we are looking at the euro. It is a live chart of the euro. We are looking at the daily chart. Okay, this is the monthly, weekly, daily chart of the euro USD. We are April the 3rd, 2017. All right, and what I'm going to do here is to teach you the system that we use to analyze the trend based on the buying and selling pressure lines. All right, so let's get to it. You see, price action unfolds in a very basic pattern that I call a wave. Okay, and here is what I call a wave. Let me go ahead and open the paint application so I can do some drawings. Okay, the basic pattern of price action is the wave. I call it the S wave. Okay, all right, that's not a beautiful S, but you get the point. So let me go ahead and get you let's get, don't save this, let's get a snapshot of this price action here of this chart, and let me explain using this chart here. So I'm going to print this one, copy this, and I'm going to paste it in the pen so I can edit. All right, so here is the chart that we are looking at, the chart of the euro USD on the daily chart. Okay, what do I call a wave? I want you to learn to train your eyes to look at this chart with the concept of waves. Okay, here is what I call a wave. Let me circle it for you. Here. Okay, okay, this here is a wave. All right, I call this a wave here. From here to here, it's a wave. This is another wave, another wave. Okay, this is what I call a wave, a wave, a wave, a wave. Okay, all right, so these are the waves that I'm talking about. Okay, let's go ahead and delete that. Don't save. So as you can see, there are two types of waves. Okay, a wave of buying. This is when the green line is over the red line. Okay, we call this wave of buying. And wave of selling, that's when the red line is on top of the green line. Okay, so you have wave of buying, wave of selling, wave of buying, wave of selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So at this point, you know how to quickly look at this chart and identify the waves of buying pressure and the waves of selling pressure. Okay, when there is buying pressure, you get a wave of buying. Okay, and when there is selling pressure, you get a wave of selling. All right, and if you can take a close look, what you will notice is that at the beginning of every single wave, there is what we call a fresh cross. Okay, a fresh cross is a beginning of a wave. What do I mean by the fresh cross? Okay, let me draw this for you. Okay, let's see, let's take this. Okay, this is a cross. Okay, an X. All right. So a cross is when you get the red line over the green line, or the green line over the red line. So let's see, over here you have a cross here. We call this a fresh cross. Here you had somewhat of a cross. Same thing here. You have another cross here, another cross right here. Here is another cross. Here is another cross. Another one. Here. Here. Right here. And so forth. Okay? So at the beginning of every new wave, you will have what we call a fresh cross. Very important. So there are two things to remember here: that a new wave always start with a fresh cross, and that there are two types of waves: waves of buying and wave of selling, and they always alternate. Okay, now when the wave of buying is bigger than the wave of selling, and you have, consecutive waves of buying being bigger than waves of selling, that's what we call an uptrend. Okay, if you were to, let's go back to the chart here. You see, this is a wave of buying here. This wave of buying has 146 pips. So, and the wave of selling, the selling started here all the way down, has 110. So when you have your waves of buying bigger than the waves of selling, then you have what we call an uptrend. Okay, so let's write this down. Uptrend: wave of buying bigger than wave of selling. Downtrend: wave of selling bigger than wave of buying. Okay, and one of the other very important characteristics, which is one of the most significant one of an uptrend, is that when you look at this uptrend here, this is what we call a high. This wave here will establish a high, and then price will retrace or pull back, and it will establish a low, and then go for another high, a low, high, low, high, low, high, and then a new low. So what you're going to notice here is that in an uptrend, you always have a series of higher lows. This low here, this low here is higher than this low here in price. Okay, this low was established at this price here. Price was 105.24, and then you got another low that was established at 105.99, and then you have another low that was established right here, and then you have another low that was established right here, which was then broken. Okay, right here. So in an uptrend, you have higher lows. Remember that. Uptrend. And in a downtrend, you have lower highs. Okay, so as you can see here, we had an uptrend all the way here. Let me draw a line at the last low here. This is a red line here. Okay, so this is the last low of this uptrend here, and this low was broken here. So as long as you are having waves that are being built in which you have higher lows being established, you are still in an uptrend. But when you find yourself in a situation where you have a down wave in an uptrend that breaks the most recent low, then you are no longer in an uptrend. You know, you are going through a change of trend. Okay, so right here, as you can see, this wave of selling pressure is a big wave. So as long as we are unable to recreate another wave of buying that is bigger than this one, then we will officially be in a downtrend. Make sense? All right, so again, quickly, that's the basic thing that I wanted to share here regarding quick trend analysis. In the next video, I'm going to explain a little bit more in depth the concept of the fresh cross, what it is, and how we trade the fresh cross. Okay, thank you. See you at the next video.